Good morning. I am Ontario Wooden, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. I'm pleased to be the Commencement Procession commentator for the Spring 2020 Commencement exercise. I welcome each of you on behalf of the Board of Trustees for the Mississippi Institutions of Higher Learning, Commissioner Alfred Rankins, other system officials, our President, Dr. Felicia M. Nave, our faculty, staff, students, alumni, and friends of the university. We extend a special welcome to the class of 1970, our golden anniversary class. For nearly 150 years, Alcorn State University has embraced its unique responsibility to educate and inspire students in agriculture, education, nursing, STEM, the arts, and business. Alcorn prepares graduates to be well-rounded leaders of high character and to be successful in the 21st century global marketplace. With over 25,000 alumni, Alcornites are well-placed and positioned in various roles and industries around the world. Today, we are excited to present to the world our Spring 2020 graduates. These graduates completed their requirements in May 2020. However, out of extreme precaution, their traditional ceremony was interrupted and captured in a virtual format. Notwithstanding, today represents our first opportunity to celebrate our Spring 2020 graduates and the Golden Anniversary class in a more traditional format. And now, let us prepare to receive the academic procession for the Spring 2020 commencement. Please stand. At colleges and university commencement ceremonies, it is customary to have a marshal lead the procession. The university marshal is Dr. Byron Johnson. Dr. Johnson is an associate professor in the School of Arts and Sciences and serves as the 2020-2023 Faculty Senate Chair. Dr. Johnson is carrying the mace, a symbol of authority. It includes a 3-inch diameter bronze medal with purple enamel on a 4-inch diameter dark walnut disc. It is a 40-inch tall mace with brass accents and purple enamel on the foot. Members of the President's Party, being led by President Felicia M. Nave, include Bonner Upshaw III, commencement speaker, Patrick Mason, SGA President, Reverend Dr. C. Edward Rhodes II, Director for Student Religious Life, Reverend Nettie Winters, President of the National Alumni Association, Dr. Edmund Buckner, Dean, School of Agriculture and Applied Sciences, Dr. Babu Patlola, Dean, School of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Donna Williams, Dean of the School of Business, Dr. Melinda Butler, Interim Dean, School of Education and Psychology, Dr. Shirley Evers Manley, Interim Dean, School of Nursing, Dr. Keith McGee, Associate Provost for Research, Innovation, and Graduate Education. Others who will be seated in our VIP section include Dr. Cornelius Wooten, Senior Vice President for Finance, Administrative Services and Operations, and Chief Financial Officer. Mr. Marcus Ward, Vice President for Institutional Advancement and Executive Director of the ASU Foundation, Incorporated. Mr. Larry Orman, Vice President for Marketing and Communications. Dr. Tracy Cook, Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management. Dr. Valerie Thompson, Dean of University College, Dr. Blanche Sanders, Dean of University Libraries, and Mr. Derek Horn, Athletic Director. The faculty of the university are now entering. At the heart of any university is their faculty, the purveyors of knowledge. Our faculty represent a wide range of universities, domestic and international, have conducted research in world-class laboratories, led noteworthy professional organizations, and have worked extensively in their respective disciplines. Today's graduates are products of this very active faculty. It is through their dedication forefront in teaching, research, and service. Also entering the stadium from the right, my right, is the Golden Anniversary Class of 1970. Now entering the stadium are graduates who receive master's and bachelor's degrees in their respective programs in the School of Agriculture and Applied Sciences, the School of Arts and Sciences, School of Business, the School of Education and Psychology, the School of Nursing, and the Graduate School. may be seated. Medical and police personnel are on standby for any emergency needs. Please contact the nearest usher in your proximity. Safety exits are located to the front and rear of the stadium. All graduates are to remain seated until the ceremony is over. It is my honor to introduce the 20th President of Alcorn State University, Dr. Felicia M. Nave. Dr. Felicia M. Nave was named the 20th President and first female President of Alcorn State University, July 1st, 2019. Prior to taking on the top administrator role at Alcorn, Nave served as Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, developing, managing, and providing oversight for all academic degree programs at the university. A 1996 Alcorn alum, Nave holds a bachelor's degree in chemistry, a master's degree in chemical and environmental engineering, a doctorate in engineering, and nearly 17 years of proven success as an innovative educator and leader in complex collegiate environments. Dr. Nave is skilled in developing strategic approaches that lead to sustainable efforts and brings that expertise combined with a personal connection and commitment to Alcorn to her role as president. In 2003, Dr. Nave began her academic tenure at Prairie View A&M University as a tenure-track associate professor. During her 15 years at Prairie View A&M University, she successfully matriculated through the academic levels to earn the rank of full professor of chemical engineering and advanced into administrative and leadership roles. As the university embarks on its historic 150th year, Nave plans to develop and support programs that solidify the university's position as a leader amongst elite HBCUs. Dr. Nave and her husband, Mr. Tracy Nave, met at Alcorn as undergraduate students. They are proud parents of 4 children, Jalen, Justin, Kennedy, and Jonathan. Some of Dr. Nave's accolades include the University of Toledo's Department of Chemical Engineering Outstanding Alumni Award, AICHE MAC Eminent Scholar Award, Top 30 Influential Women of Houston Award, Who's Who in Black Houston, and Diverse Issues Emerging Scholars Under 40. I present to you our 20th President, Dr. Felicia M. Nave.
Thank you, Dr. Wooden. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great day, as every day, to be a brave. I welcome you to the Spring 2020 Commencement exercises at Alcorn State University in our 149th year. We are grateful to live in a country where learning can be lifelong and freedom of thought is valued. With all of the uncertainty and turmoil of 2020, it is highly appropriate that we begin today's ceremony by giving thanks for this day and this occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand for the invocation by the Director of Student Religious Life, Reverend Dr. C. Edward Rose II.
Let us pray. Our Lord and our God, how thankful we are that shadowed beneath your hand we have withstood the test of time. Through dangers seen and unseen, through COVID and civil unrest, you have brought us a mighty long way. Thank you for smiling upon this graduating class, for the golden class of 1970. Thank you for this milestone in their journeys. And thank you for being with them every step of the way. Thank you, Lord, for their parents and grandparents and godparents and guardians who prayed for them and supported them along this tedious journey. We ask that you would, beneath your hand, bless and guide us by your presence. Bless our president and cabinet, administrators, faculty, staff, and every program participant, our keynote speaker, as we engage to give you glory and to celebrate the good you've done in the lives of these graduates. Indeed, O Lord, be glorified in this place today. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Rose. Please be seated. On this special occasion, I would like to first recognize our graduates. Graduates, I encourage you to live in the moment and bask in this accomplishment. It is one of many to come. This day has been years in the making, and you deserve all the praise and recognition for completing this step in your educational journeys. Today, we will celebrate the conferring of your degrees that you earned in May 2020. Out of extreme caution and the uncertainty around COVID-19, the spring ceremony was postponed. But today, we salute you for your resilience. You will join more than 25,000 proud alumni of Alcorn State University who treasure this institution for what it has been and the story that is yet to be written. You represent the richness of our history, and you are our hope for the future. At this time, I invite Mr. Patrick Mason, Student Government Association President, to bring greetings on behalf of the students, followed by Dr. Byron Johnson, Faculty Senate Chair, to bring greetings on behalf of the faculty.
To Dr. Nave, her cabinet, faculty and staff, family and friends, but most importantly, the graduating class of 2020. I, Patrick Mason, a senior biology pre-med major from Indianapolis, Indiana, serving as the 2020-2021 Student Government Association President, bring you greetings from my cabinet and the current student body. I welcome you to this auspicious occasion. Although we're navigating through these murky waters of COVID-19, I am sure that you all will go on to be successful because you are brave, strong. So as I close, I want to remind you to lean on God, build your professional network, and don't forget about your family here at dear old Alcorn.
Members of the Platform Party, Dr. Nave, President, Dr. Ontario Wooden, Provost, good morning. Greetings, graduates. I am Dr. Byron Johnson, Associate Professor of Music and Chair of the Faculty Senate. On behalf of the faculty, I would like to congratulate you on accomplishing this significant milestone in your lives today. Your sitting here represents a culmination of your hard work, the dedication of your professors as they mentored and educated you, and the support you have received from family and friends. Today, as you leave us, your Alcorn family, to start your life's journey, I ask that you take with you the lessons you have learned while you were here. Always strive for honesty and integrity. Always strive to be a person of good character. Never exchange excellence for mediocrity. Finally, as you ascend the professional ladder, be sure to reach back and extend a helping hand to another person. The greatest gift you can give is to pay it forward. Once again, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mason and Dr. Johnson. Today, we are joined by my family, Mr. Tracy Nave, and one of our children, Miss Kennedy Nave, and the family of our commencement speaker, his wife, Miss Shannon, and their three beautiful children, Bunner Upshaw IV, Max, and Ruby. Can we give them a round of applause? We also want to recognize our 94th Miss Alcorn, Miss Taya Jackson. Taya, can you please stand? The university administrative leadership are present today on the platform, and in our VIP section, we welcome to any Mississippi legislators, local leadership, members of the clergy, and other dignitaries that may be present in the audience today. The family and friends of our graduates deserve special mention. Will the parents and grandparents who supported these students and inspired their commitment to learning please stand to be recognized? Now will the spouses, partners, loved ones, neighbors, distant relatives, BFFs, and others who supported a graduate please stand to be recognized? Thank you for staying the course with these students, removing stumbling blocks, offering encouragement, providing financial and emotional support, and encouraging their spirit. They could not have arrived at this milestone without your help and support. Will the graduates please stand and give your families and loved ones another resounding round of applause? Thank you. Were it not for the dedicated faculty members, we could not produce graduates ready for the world of work. Through commitment to students and their inspired teaching, research, and service, commencements are possible and achievement is a dream fulfilled. Will the faculty please stand and be recognized? Thank you for your excellence in service to these students and to the university. We wish to also acknowledge the faculty and staff who retired or will retire this year. If you are present, please stand. We are extremely proud of our retired and retiring faculty and staff. These men and women have provided a wealth of support to the entire university community. Can we please give them another round of applause? Military service to this great nation is a special privilege and a demanding responsibility. If there are any officers who were commissioned in May, would you please stand to be recognized? Let's give them a round of applause anyway. Our country benefits, we benefit for their commitment, and we are forever in their debt. And now, we will have a selection performed by our concert choir and conducted by Mr. Dwayne Griffin. Let's please give them another round of applause. And now, we will honor the class of 1970, our golden anniversary class. For many years, here at Alcorn State University, we have recognized alumni during commencement who graduated Alcorn 50 years ago. And so today, I am delighted to introduce the members of the class of 1970 who are in attendance. The Golden Class of 1970 made history this year with 119 participants, making it Alcorn's largest class to receive golden diplomas. The class also made the largest golden anniversary class contribution to the university with an over $125,000 gift to their class endowment for scholarships. Give them a big round of applause. This is truly an exceptional class. Notable golden graduates include Mississippi Senator Albert Butler. You have a fan, Mr. Butler. Miss Aileen Brown Harris, Chevron Corporation's first African-American scientist, and Dr. Charles McGee, cooling vest inventor with over 7 patents and former professor of biological system engineering at Florida A&M University. The Golden Class of 1970 has set the bar high for future golden anniversary classes. Let's give them another round of applause. I am asking Mr. Marcus Ward, Vice President for Institutional Advancement and Executive Director of the ASU Foundation, Incorporated, to join me on the platform to honor our Golden Anniversary class. Will the Marshal please assist the Golden Class in rising and preparing to receive their certificates for participation?
James Douglas Spencer. Patricia Somlin Everett. Lula Mae Jones. Annette Carter Carroll Pierce. Terry L. Arrington. Randolph Barnes. George Jossel. Albert Butler Sr. Brenda Banyard Powell.
Brenda!
Mary Marielle White. Maddie Pearl Williams. Ruby McDonald Adams. Estella McMillan LaFleur.
Will President Nave and Mr. Bonner Upshaw please join me at the podium? President Nave, I take great pride in presenting Mr. Bonner Upshaw III, co-founder and CEO of Tryon Solutions Incorporated, with Alcorn's highest degree, the Doctorate of Humane Letters.
One of the really nice things I get to do as president of Alcorn State University is to select the commencement speaker. In thinking about a speaker, a number of factors are considered, but most importantly, identifying someone who serves as an inspiration and shining examples of the values and virtues that we hold dear. I wanted to be certain that in this day of ambiguity about right and wrong, your speaker has stood tall through the decades of change and challenge. This fall, we are fortunate to have one of our very own, Mr. Bonner Upshaw III. Bonner C. Upshaw III is co-founder and CEO of Tryon Solutions Incorporated, based in Troy, Michigan, which is among the largest professional employer organizations and is the largest minority-owned PEO in the United States. Tryon provides HR administration services through specialists in payrolls and taxes, benefits administrators, workers' compensation, and regulatory compliance. Tryon Solutions was established in 2012 with business partner David L. Stone. Upshaw and Stone each had their own PEO and made the historic decision to merge. Tryon has grown spectacularly since that time to today, working with more than 500 client companies and their 45,000 worksite employees. In addition to being the CEO of one of Michigan's top businesses, Upshaw is a generous and strong community-minded individual. He was awarded the prestigious Consumers Energy Cares Award by the Auburn Hills Chamber of Commerce for his support. He was also awarded the Macomb County's Athletic Leadership Award for his business accomplishments and his civic contribution. Tryon Solutions has been an active supporter of the South Oakland Shelter Haven, Special Olympics, Michigan, Dutton Farm, and Hope Network. The organization also sponsors a character balloon at America's Thanksgiving Day Parade in downtown Detroit. Upshaw is a native of Michigan and a graduate of Alcorn State University. Before he started his business career, he was a professional basketball player in Europe. He played for 10 years for teams in France, Portugal, Macedonia, and Switzerland. During that time, he understood the importance of honing additional skills that could propel him into the future, including being fluent in Serbian, thank you, and Macedonian, and proficient enough to host his own radio program in Macedonia. During the off seasons, he returned to Michigan to work for a workforce management company in the Detroit area and realized he had a passion for the HR industry. Upshaw is a devoted father and an avid boater and enjoys traveling with his wife and 3 kids. Please welcome to the podium our 2020 commencement speaker, Mr. Bonner C. Upshaw III.
Thank you, Dr. Nave, and thank you, esteemed advisory board members, faculty and staff, and all of those in the Alcorn community. You've welcomed my family and I with open arms. Of course, we're following physical distancing. Graduates, parents, and family members, this is such a wonderful day for you. Your graduation is a superb achievement, especially during this most unusual year. Thank you for allowing me to share in your special moment. It's been almost 25 years since I set foot on this campus, and it brings back loads of memories. You know how they say, a few moments before you die, each of us will see our lives flash before us? Well, it's the same in returning to your alma mater. After so many years, it reinforces the road traveled. And it's never a straight line, and it's never without potholes, and it always has obstacles along the way. Just like you, everything I've learned, everything I've experienced, I had at Alcorn, helped shape me into who I am today. For instance, I remember the late Dr. Polly Ann White, who was a highly respected professor here at Alcorn. I learned quickly about the perils of not being adequately prepared. After a couple of weeks in class, Dr. White asked me a question that she thought was very basic. My answer did not impress her. In fact, she said, "Mr. Upshaw, get out of my classroom. Go down to the registrar's office and resign from accounting. And maybe pick a new class that actually means something to you, one for which you will be prepared." So I was humiliated in front of a ton of classmates, but I did what she said, and it never crossed my mind at the time to say, but wait, 30 years from now, I'll be the commencement speaker. I don't think that would have went over well. I never forgot about that lesson, but I lead it to tell you from our mistakes, that's part of life's journey. We can't beat ourselves up over mistakes or allow that to erode our belief that anything is possible. My father was the first black police officer where I grew up. It's a suburb of the Detroit area, and my mom was a very active community in the church. They pushed me as a young 20-year-old to visit every weekend a nearby correctional facility and mentor young men that were locked up, where I would tell prisoners who sat next to me the same thing, that we all make mistakes. But you can't let those mistakes define who you really are in the road ahead. After all, it's the journey and our ability to adjust, learn, and grow. That's what makes us who we are today and who we will become in the years ahead. All of you have succeeded in an important part of your life. You're an inspiration to your family, friends, and you're a role model to others. And you are now a proud graduate of Alcorn State University. But your journey has just started, and you have successfully navigated the first few miles of that journey. You have many roads and highways ahead. With that in mind, knowing that commencement speakers are expected to convey some words of wisdom, I'd like to offer you my three rules to success. Number one, remain focused and work hard. I played here at Alcorn State for legendary coach Dave Whitney, who was named to the National Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame in 2010. Coach Whitney was known to be a tough, no-nonsense disciplinarian, and a couple teammates out there can tell you that. I learned early on about focus, discipline, and hard work. On more than one occasion, my teammates and I would lose focus, and Coach Whitney would pile us in the van or his car and drive us up to Rodney and make us run back while he followed us with his lights on at 4 o'clock in the morning. And if we didn't, we would face more running when we got back. I thought a lot about focus and discipline as I ran back to campus, and I realized long-distance running was not going to be my career. But I learned from Coach Whitney that everyone has natural talents, but it is a mistake to rely solely on that. It's foolish to think that talent or skills beats hard work and discipline. So it's my first piece of advice: remain focused and work hard. Number two is find something to be passionate about and go for it. My roommate for the first couple of years here at Alcorn was Michael Clark Duncan. Most of you may know him as John Coffey. He played in the Green Mile. Mike was all about passion. And every morning he'd wake up, look in the mirror, and yell to himself, who wants it? And he'd say, me, that's who. Mike defined the meaning of passion and how important it is to find something we love doing and pursuing it with total commitment. So I encourage you to find something to be passionate about and really go for it. Lastly, don't be afraid to take risk, because you're going to face many forks in the road where you need to make important decisions. Should I take the job? Should I move to that city? Should I pursue a graduate degree, support that cause, or marry my mate? Any success that I've had in my life involved risk. Like the day I decided to attend school here and pass up on offers from other schools across the United States, or like when I decided to play basketball in European countries that I've never visited or even heard of. Or when I decided to start my own company, and now I take risk every day, and I've grown it into the top Black HR and payroll organization in the United States. But there's even something more about risk. It takes risk to pursue passion, and it takes risk to pursue your dreams. Believe in yourself, no matter how rocky the road. So as you leave here today, and you start down the next road in your life's journey, please remember to stay focused, work hard, find something to be passionate about, and go for it. And embrace risk and all that life's offered you. I'm excited for each and every one of you, and I wish you all the very best in your journey ahead. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2020.
Such a resounding message that I hope you listened and you take his 3 keys away with you. Now, Mr. Upshaw, you said you hadn't been back in over 25 years, so we want to make sure that we load you up with plenty of Alcorn gear and all the likes. And so we can't pay you for the wonderful job that you've done. However, these are the token of appreciation on behalf of Alcorn State University family.
Thank you so much.
At this time, I would like to recognize our graduates who achieved academic honors. Will the undergraduate scholars designated as cum laude please stand and be recognized? These graduates have earned a grade point average of 3.2 to 3.49. I congratulate each of you and thank you for the honor you bring to this university. Please give these scholars a round of applause. Will the undergraduate scholars designated as magna cum laude please stand? These graduates have earned a grade point average of 3.5 to 3.79. I congratulate each of you on this significant achievement and for the honor you bring this university. Please give these scholars a round of applause. Will the summa cum laude graduates please stand? These graduates have achieved a grade point average of 3.8 to 4.0. That signals academic perfection. I am so very proud of you and what you've achieved. Thank you for the honor you bring to this university and for the light you'll continue to shine on the excellence of Alcorn State University. Please give these outstanding scholars a round of applause.
Will the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs present the deans of the respective schools?
Will the Associate Provost of Graduate Education, Dr. Keith McGee, present the candidates for the master's degree?
Will all the candidates for the master's degree please rise? These candidates have completed all prescribed courses for the master's degree. They come with the recommendation of the faculty for the conferring of the said degree. You may be seated.
Will Dr. Edmund Buckner, Dean of the School of Agriculture and Applied Sciences, present the candidates for their respective bachelor's degrees?
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please rise? These candidates have successfully completed the prescribed courses for the respective bachelor's degrees. They come with the recommendation of the faculty for the conferring of the said degree. Please be seated.
Will Dr. Babu Patlola, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, present the candidates in the School of Arts and Sciences for their respective bachelor's degrees?
Will all the candidates for the bachelor's degree please rise from the School of Arts and Sciences? These candidates have successfully completed the prescribed courses for the respective bachelor's degrees. They come with the recommendation of the faculty for the conferring of the said degree. You may be seated.
Will Dr. Donna Williams, Dean of the School of Business, present the candidates in the School of Business for their respective bachelor's degrees?
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please rise? These candidates have successfully completed the prescribed courses for the respective bachelor's degrees. They come with the recommendation of the faculty for the conferring of said degree. Please be seated.
Will Dr. Melinda Butler, Interim Dean of the School of Education and Psychology, present the candidates for degrees in education and psychology for their respective bachelor's degree?
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please rise? These candidates have successfully completed the prescribed courses for the respective bachelor degrees. They come with the recommendation of the faculty for the conferring of said degrees. You may be seated.
Will Dr. Shirley Evers Manley, Interim Dean of the School of Nursing, please present candidates in the School of Nursing for their respective bachelor's degrees?
Will the candidates of the bachelor's degree please rise? These candidates have successfully completed the prescribed courses for the associate and bachelor's of nursing degree. They have come with the recommendation of the faculty for the conferring of the said degree. You may take your seats.
Will the graduates for the master's and bachelor's degrees please rise? All graduates, please rise. We're going to do a little dance this morning. Madam President, I present these candidates in order that the said degree may be conferred.
Having met the published graduation requirements as prescribed in the various departmental curricula under Alcorn State University academic regulations and external accreditation standards, and by the virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the State Institutions of Higher Learning, I confer upon you the proper degree which you have duly earned with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereunto. At this time, please move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, graduates. Will the office, you may be seated. Will the Office of Student Records and Deans please prepare the candidates to receive their degrees? Name callers, please come forward to present the names.
Will the candidates receiving master's degrees please rise and proceed to the platform?
Shalonda Shanta Harris. Maisha Brandon, high distinction. Jaslyn Vernita Hunter. Godwin Dela Woolums, with highest distinction. Jeremy Alexander Martin. Antoinette Williams.
Will the candidates receiving bachelor's degrees in the School of Agriculture and Applied Sciences please rise and proceed to the platform? Looks like y'all being summoned.
Alexis Cage, cum laude. Andrea Latrice Dupree, magna cum laude. Travante Elmontre Miller, cum laude. Quentin Jamal Stewart. Kayla Jamise George, magna cum laude. Hakeem Elijah Mathis, cum laude. Quasi Huffman. James Earl Harrington. Larry Theon Lacey. Lane Ross. Lindsay Nia McGee, magna cum laude. McKeldron Davis. William James Pilgrim. Kaylin LaJuan Travis, magna cum laude. Asia Christina Thomas, magna cum laude. Quashayla Campbell, magna cum laude. Jordan Elliott Grady, cum laude. Jan Eric Nichols Jr. What's that? Casey Cintron Larry, cum laude. Saray Toy.
Will the candidates receiving their bachelor's degrees in the School of Arts and Sciences please rise and proceed to the platform?
Tyshawn Terrell Tucker. Kaija K. Weary. Goldie Louise Berry. Ambernique Shemaine Hollins, magna cum laude. Tatiana DeQuinay Smith, summa cum laude. Kierica Marie Braxton, magna cum laude, Golden Key. Zoria Ashanti Nicholson, magna cum laude. Trevin Dennis Day, cum laude. Tyreek Terrell Dorsey, cum laude. Deja Lachey Stewart, magna cum laude, Golden Key. Mecca Amani Hamilton, magna cum laude. Shanterica Alexander, cum laude. Markesia K. Council, magna cum laude. Sabrina Fairman. Alexius Rush, cum laude. Aaron Javon Winters, summa cum laude. Stephen Jacoby Holt, summa cum laude. Jemiah Monet Coleman, magna cum laude.
Aaron.
Okay. Jeffrey Fisher. Rodravius Hamlin. Christopher Clark. William Thomas IV. Kelly George, cum laude. Janicia Chandriel Claiborne. Michelta Truitt. Kenya Chantel Bass, cum laude. Ariel Miles, magna cum laude. Allison Racine Norman, summa cum laude, Golden Key. Erin Nicole Cannon, cum laude. Kirdis LaDeja Clark, summa cum laude. Gabrielle S. Lewis, magna cum laude, Golden Key. Andrea McBride. Leilani Jean Robinson. Anthony Fatia Aban Shahid, summa cum laude. Katravian Dumnick, cum laude. Keandria Montera Malloy, summa cum laude. Morgan Bailey. Gabrielle Nicole Territz, cum laude. Jonalyn Michaela Jenkins. Danielle D. Beckworth. Jasmine Janae Green, cum laude. Ashley Nicole Jones, summa cum laude. Tanya Steele. Consuela Raquel Jones, summa cum laude, Sigma Tau Delta. Jasmine Cherie Ali, cum laude. Jade Imari Douglas. Mikhail Tyreek Webb, magna cum laude. Kaladra Kiera Self, summa cum laude. Desiree Reed. Devin Devontae Jackson. Eddie White, Jr. Kaylin Z. Williams, cum laude, Beta, Beta, Beta.
Will the candidates receiving the bachelor's degree in the School of Business please rise and proceed to the platform? You cover.
Zanasia T.R. McGee. Wanda Faye Davis. Carrie Smith. Autry James Clayton III. Felix Harper. Montel Allen Murray. Tariq Llewellyn Jamal Miles. Congratulations. Scott Tyrese Keys, cum laude, Delta Mu Delta.
All right, Scott.
I'm good.
Will the candidates receiving their bachelor's degrees in the School of Education and Psychology please rise and proceed to the platform?
Justice Edwards. Adrian Lamari Johnson, cum laude. Bethany Shalise Davis, cum laude. Tia Kishay Stewart, magna cum laude, Psi Chi. Morgan Devontae Suggs, Destiny Gaylor, cum laude. Daphne Michelle Scott, Tangela Denise Miles, cum laude. Satara Washington, Cassell Renee Jackson, Linda Ann Taylor, Darenisha Thompson, cum laude. Wanye Morris, summa cum laude. Charletta Tamia Rias, summa cum laude.
Will the candidates receiving their bachelor's degree in the School of Nursing please rise and proceed to the platform?
La Adriana Doss, Tajerica Johnson, Roche Shorter, magna cum laude. Andrea Dominique Latin, magna cum laude, sigma theta tau.
Madam President, all degrees have been awarded.
Will all the graduates, masters, and bachelors please stand? All right, crowd. Let's give our newest alumni and graduates a big round of applause. Please be seated. Please welcome the National Alumni Association President, Reverend Nettie Winters.
President Nave, Provost Wooten, and Mr. Shaw, it's given me a great honor and a privilege to induct the graduating class of 2020 into the National Alumni Association Hall, into the National Alumni Association. To the esteemed class of 2020, you have labored, you have sacrificed, you've grown, and you have persevered, especially during 2020. Today we salute you, and we are very pleased that you've earned your credentials here at Alcorn State University. All of the experiences that you have had at Alcorn State University has prepared you for the rest of your journey. As the speaker said earlier, and I say to you as a testament that what you've learned and experienced here at Alcorn State University has prepared you for anything that you can face. Mr. Upshaw, this day is especially joyful for me because I remember sitting a little bit to the right on the football field and graduated in 1972. And each time I come on the campus, it gives me memories of all of those things. I find a spot, a place that give me memory, and also exciting to have my grandson, Aaron, sitting here and the son graduated as well. So don't doubt yourself. Don't hesitate, but be bold. You are an Alcornite. As you matriculate to the next level of your life, take pride in all that you do. Always remember that your opportunities are limitless. You have succeeded today in being successful of graduating. However, when you leave here, I want to challenge you to go forth and dream big and work hard. As the speaker have already said, I want you to be significant beyond success. Success is for you, significant is for others. So take what you've earned and what you're going to do and impact others with that. Remember, dear old Alcorn, Alcorn gave you this opportunity. Be just as proud and pleased of Alcorn as the Alcorn is of you. Give back to dear Alcorn, for you are an Alcornite. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage representatives of the family of the late Dr. Josephine McCain Posey. She is the Alcornite of the Year, and her family is here to represent her and receive her certificate of being the Alcornite of the Year. I guess I'm supposed to. Oh, you have the certificate? Yeah, we're going to go there.
President Nave, please hold for a moment.
Class of 2020, would you please stand and join with me as you pledge into the National Alumni Association? If you turn to the back of your program and repeat after me. I hereby solemnly pledge loyalty devotion, and dedication to Alcorn State University, my alma mater, for its tireless and infinite effort to educate me both academically and socially. That I might avail myself of the life, liberty, and happiness that our country offers. I pledge continued support to Alcorn State University by maintaining active membership in the National Alumni Association, wherever I may reside. I further pledge to uphold the ideals, standards, and traditions of my alma mater to the best of my ability. Finally, I pledge to be an exemplary citizen for this nation and all other nations as I render service in a respectful, honorable manner, and thereby bring reverence and honor to Alcorn State University, my alma mater. God bless you.
You may be seated. Before we close with our alma mater, I want to sincerely thank the Commencement Committee, our first responders, police, volunteers, Sodexo, vendor partners, and our outstanding university personnel who prepared this facility for this commencement. Can we give them all a round of applause? I also want to thank the spouses and family of my cabinet and senior administrators on the platform and in the VIP section for their continuous support as we carry out the business of Alcorn State University. Coming into next year, Alcorn will celebrate its 150th celebration. We will have a host and series of exciting activities that appropriately commemorate the history and the impact of Alcorn. In that, as you move on to your next station in life, I dare you to be bold. I dare you to be brave. And I dare you to be great. Thank you for the privilege and opportunity to serve. Again, to the newest graduates of Alcorn State University, I wish you great success and Godspeed. At this time, we like all to stand in order to sing our alma mater. The alma mater will be led by Ms. Christine Powell, who is singing the Alcorn Ode. She competed in the Regional National Association of Teachers of Singing competition held November the 13th through the 14th, 2020, and she placed first in her category.
All right.
To the guests, Please be seated and remain in seats until the University Marshal escorts the faculty from the building and the platform guests from the stage. Will the Marshal please close the ceremony?